good people. How are you doing? How is it going? So today is all about positivity, the power of positive thinking. So positive thinking will give you a positive life. You will live a positive life if you are a positive thinker. So you cannot have a positive life if you think negatively or you think negative things. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Muthoni. I am a personal development and mindset coach. I am a practicing coach, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. This is so important for excuse me guys. I promise you it's not COVID. So it's important to talk about this because a lot of us complain so much about the quality of our lives, but we don't trace it back to what we are thinking about. We usually have two thoughts in our mind. You have the positive and the negative. The positive will lead you to your goals. The negative is the one that's holding you back. It's easy to think about negative things. This is why we have negative thoughts and we think a lot about negativity. It's because we have been through so much, and it's because we have maybe seen a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of things are not working in our upbringing, in our previous relationships, in our previous jobs. So we feel like when we have the negative thought, we are managing our expectations. We think if we are too positive, if we really want to do something, chances are failing are high. Yeah, so we think it's better to just think of negative things. Oh, unajua, you should not be too positive because to manage your expectations, because when you're too positive and then you fail, you'll feel so heartbroken. Let me tell you, there's nothing as thinking positively and starting. The person who thought positively and started something is not the same as the person who had negative thoughts and was like, you know what, wacha niachane nayo. You are not the same people. You are not on the same level. The person who had positive thoughts and moved on to achieve their goals or to do something that they thought they could achieve, you're way ahead of the person who was like, you know what, I don't think I can do it. You know what, people will talk about me. You know what, it never works for me. And then you drop your dreams. You're not the same as someone who tried and failed. You are two different people. And it's easy to focus on what will fail, but if you want to succeed, every time when we think about success, there's always a chance you could fail. There's always a chance you could fail. So positive thinking, there are two kinds of phrases that we like to use a lot. Number one, the first phrase is you can do it. The second phrase is you can't do it. For example, if you're working out, maybe you're doing you're lifting your weights and you're doing your cardio, and then when it stings, you're like, I can't do it. You will stop there. It stops you there. Yeah? Because when you have that negative thought of I can't do it, you focus on the barriers why you cannot achieve it. However, when you're positive on, you know what, I can do it, you focus on doing it. You don't focus on you can't, because you already know in your mind you can do it. Another thing, we don't become positive thinkers or have positive thoughts because we have money, because we can see a clear path to where we want to be. We have positive thoughts because we know there are other people who've been before us who've achieved their goals. It don't have to be necessarily what you're doing or what your path is, but somebody else went out of their way and achieved their goals. That is number one. Number two, it's easier to think about the problems you've been through or the troubles or what has happened in your life and look at it as an excuse. You know what, I don't want to get hurt anymore. You know what, nothing works out for me. You can look at it like an excuse, or you can look at it as a reason. For example, instead of thinking I have been through so much pain, so let me just settle for this because I don't know what will happen if I go for the big dreams and things have really hurt me before, or things have gone south before. You can think like that, or you can think, you know what, things have gone south before. I have struggled so much before. I have gone through so much poverty, and I am the person who deserves this victory the most, or I'm the person who deserves this success the most. Hi. Or I'm the person who deserves this the most. You can look at it, what you've been through in your past, and the failures you've seen, and whatever you've been through. You can look at it. You can either let it stop you, or you can let it be the drive why you really need to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. So there are two thoughts. I can do it. When you say you can do it, you'll just think of ways to do it. You'll just see why you can do it and how to do it. You start looking of ways of doing it. When you say you can't do it, you just focus on the barriers as to why you can't. Yeah. If you want to achieve something in your life, visualize it. It works. If you want to open a restaurant, I want you to visualize people eating and happy in your restaurants, people making reservations left, right, and center. If you want to open a barber shop, I want you to imagine clients queuing there, waiting to be served. Whatever it is you want to do, I want you to visualize it being successful. I want you to visualize how you can. I always visualize my dream. I want to be an international speaker about emotional and mental wellness. I want to be really huge about what I do here. I always visualize my events. I've never done an event for my mission, for Muthoni's mission, but I want to. I visualize people paying. I visualize like myself on a podium and people are there to come and listen to me. Visualize your dream. See the success. Sometimes I want to be rich. I want to live where. I also visualize the same. Think about the end. Sometimes it's easy to focus on, I don't have money now, I don't have connections. Kwanza, that connections thing, I don't even like to hear it, because a lot of people have made it without the connections. Yeah, you're lucky if you can get connections, but you also feel really good when you achieve something without having to beg anybody, without having to really keep waiting for people to help you or those things. Anyway, visualize your dream. And remember, you have two thoughts in your mind. One is holding you back. The other one is moving you forward. I want you to favor the one that is moving you forward, the one that will get you closer to your dreams. I want you to focus on that one. There's everything. There are two sides of a coin. And even the most successful people in whatever they do or where they want to get, they have been through also the downside of it. They have had maybe to wake up early. They have had to sacrifice some holidays. They have had to sacrifice some of their weekends to get there. There's nothing that's just smooth and goes like this. There's usually, some challenges here and there, but you can overcome it because other people have done it, because you have everything it takes and you have everything in you to be successful. Trust yourself. Another thing, sometimes we're scared so much of the challenges we're going to face, the ridicule, or, they're going to think about this, they're going to say this, blah, blah, blah. But when you focus on that, you will not be able to achieve what you want. Focus on the end results. After you've gone through all the barriers and all the challenges, what's on the other side? There's something I really like to say, and there's something I really apply in my life. I always say, Muthoni, you will never know until you try. You will never know until you take that step and you try. And you who's taken a step, you who's started are not the same as someone who freaked out, as someone who decided to stay in their comfort zone. You are two different people. You are on two different levels. You who started, you're way ahead of the person who's still scared, who's still wondering, oh my God, where will I get the money? Just think positively. Think about you achieving what it is you want. When you have that thought, it will give you the motivation to start thinking, sasa niweza toa wapi pesa, ama who do I need to talk to, ama what research do I need to do, what can I do at this point. It will give you the drive to want to do something towards your goals or towards where your success or where you want to be. My guys, it's completely possible. This is also something I had said, something I read in another book that I really like. You create your world in your mind. And your mentality shapes your life. If you're always thinking positive, if you're always focusing on negative things, you will see a negative world. Nothing is working out. Everybody's killing everybody. Oh, siji blah blah blah. Watu wanatukanana Twitter. That's the only thing you think about. However, there are people who are happy sipping their, mojitos and margaritas on a beach in Bahamas, in Bali. There are people who are really doing events to celebrate their victory. There are people, when you're there crying, there's someone else there who's celebrating. So it's not the world that's negative, or it's not in everybody's world that things are not working out. It's in your world, and it starts from your mind. It starts from your thoughts. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Continue subscribing to my coaching packages. I am still available for you guys. Send me an email, give me a call. I always put my contacts down below. Bye.